Hello and welcome to our Diamond Feng Shui, where we're doing the monthly time Feng Shui. And Pete from Learning Strategies, Deborah is with us. Deborah, and we're not able to get into Facebook again for some reason. So would you put a message in there for people?
Yep, Sean already did it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, great. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the time Feng Shui for the month of December for my home. And the reason we're doing it is so you can see how it's done so that you can better do it in your own home. And this is also an opportunity to ask any questions. So as you have questions, just put them into the chat and then we'll address them for you, either privately or to the whole group so everybody can learn from them. And what I did to get ready for this is I took away all of last month's cures and activations last night. And I brought out the new ones and I put them into place. So they're already set around the house. We're just going to go to one area to the next area. And Marie recommends that you actually start with going with your best directions first, and then going to the other parts of the house. But we're doing it differently, primarily because I have to move the camera around. It's a lot easier to do it the way that we're going to do it. You can really do it anyway, but Marie says that one piece at a time is better, and to start with the monthly feng shui, then go to the personal feng shui. And then I'm also going to be doing all the areas for the monthly feng shui, not just the four best directions, not just my front door, not just the bedroom, but all of them. And the reason I do that is so that you kind of see what I do with them, but also because, I'm looking at the whole house as, a, a three-dimensional vision board where I want every aspect of my house to be tuned into what my intentions are completely. And like Brian Osborne says, with the aura scene and our five elements manifestation, he says, your home really is your recharging station or your charging station. So I want to make sure that it really is my charging station. And Deborah, is there anything that you'd like to comment before we get started?
No, that was great.
Okay. And then I fill out the charts too, so that I have in here what I'm putting out, so that next month when I go to change them, I know what I have out there. So I can just go to my chart, remove everything, and then get ready for what I'm going to be putting in next. So we're going to start off by doing the central part and the northeast part of my house, since that's right here where the camera's already aiming. And on for the central, let me see, which one's which? Yeah, for this central, there's a relationship star. And Marie is recommending a light or something that's ruby red. So I have a ruby red candle here. And I'm going to be using this. And the general process is you bring in a violet light. Then blue. Then your intention. So I'm going to say what my intention is for having this here. You bring in a dome of gold energy. When you see it in place or feel it in place, you set it for the month of December 2025. And then on the northeast, so this is the northeast part of my great room. The northeast part of the house is my garage, so I don't want to activate that. And there is a violence star. Marie is recommending something blue. And so I have this beautiful blue book I'm going to use. And it's of Lake Superior. And you think, well, Lake Superior is a huge lake and there's a lot of roaring tides and all that. But the photos are just so serene and so perfect, so calming. So I think it fits perfect with calming the violence star for the month. So again, the violet light. The blue. And my intention for placing this here. The gold dome of energy. And I place it here. For the month of December 2024. Now we'll go to the east of the house. And the east, which is good for me because it's my success direction, which is my front door. So let me see, where are we? Yep, okay, there we are. So we have for the monthly, there's an illness star. And Marie is recommending a wind chime. So I have a wind chime here because I can't really hang another wind chime in here. And so I'm going to bring in the violet energy, blue, my intention. The gold dome of energy. And I'm placing it here for the month of December, 2024. And this is my success direction. And Marie is recommending, oh, by the way, I'm at number 9, if I didn't mention that already. So what I'm doing here, if you're 9, then what I'm doing can fit perfectly for what's going on in your home too. She's recommending a white element. And what I'm going to use is here, if you see the Star of Wonder, there are 4 white lights. And I'm going to be using the white lights in the Star of Wonder here to activate for my success direction and to cure any of the illness energies that might be here with it. And normally I'll hold the item in my hand, but if something's already in place, I just send the energy to it, the violet, the blue, my intention. The gold dome of energy. And I place it here for the month, December 2024. Now we're going to go into the southeast. And the southeast, there's a conflict star, so we don't like that. And Maria's recommending still water. So I have a big bowl of still water here. And I'm using brown because brown is one of the colors for the southeast. And I have a bigger bowl than what I would normally use, simply because just in case Scarlet the cat comes and jumps into here and she doesn't drink all of my cure. And also because, we're into the winter and it's drier now, stuff evaporates a little bit quicker. So I'll keep an eye on it through the month too, but I'm starting off with a good big bowl. So this is the cure for the conflict. Violet energy. Blue. My intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. And this is also my health direction, and Marie is recommending lilac. And so I have my favorite item that I use for lilac, and it's a gardening book, and there's lilac colors on the outside and lilacs inside. So I'm going to be using the energy of the lilac here to support my health. The violet energy. The blue. My intention. The gold dome. And I place it for the month of December 2024. Now, normally when I do these, like during the months that we don't stream here, I'll spend a little bit more time on my intention form, but I'm kind of doing the shortened version here so that we can get through this, but you can spend as much time as you'd like for the intention for the different areas when you're doing the activation. Let's go into the south. And yeah, that'd be the south. Okay, so we have here an abundance star, which is fantastic. Marie is recommending rose quartz. And so I got myself a beautiful rose quartz gemstone tree. And the tree represents growth and abundance. And I love all the different leaves on it because it just seems to amplify the energy of the rose quartz. Okay, so I'm going to use this as the activation for abundance. The violet, the blue, my intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. Now, how do I know when enough is enough, like on the violet to the blue? I can usually feel it. Sometimes I'll see it depending on how everything is going, but I'll know when it's time to go from the violet to the blue, etc. So you can play with it for yourself. And then also we have, this is my wisdom direction. And Marie again is recommending rose. And I have a nice little rose quartz pendant that Deirdre Hayde, who does some of our programs like Receiving Bliss and Pure Energy, she gave it to me. So we're going to use this for wisdom, which is kind of appropriate. Violet energy, blue, the intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2025. So next, let's go into the north, which is the pantry. And Marie says it's okay to use the pantry for activating. So I'm definitely doing that. I've had no indication that it doesn't work. Actually, I'm doing this inside of a cupboard right now. It works, right? Okay, so this is my relationship. There's a fame star for this month, and Marie is recommending something that's red. And I have actually, as soon as it said red, I said, wait a minute, isn't Colette's with our cards, Oracle cards, red? And yeah, they are. So I'm going to use them. So this morning, actually, when I pull these out, I did a reading for the month of December for me, and I pulled up the cards and I found it really interesting. So I'm very happy to be able to use this for the activation for fame for the month of December. So again, the violet energy, the blue, my intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. And it's my relationships. Marie's recommending orange. So since it's a holiday season, my favorite activation for orange is a tree light. So I have an orange tree light. Violet, blue, my intention, the gold dome. And I place it here for December 2024. Okay. So now we're off to the west. The west is not one of my personal best directions, which means I don't necessarily have to do it, except the west and the southwest is in my bedroom. And so you do what's your bedroom when it's time to do that. Okay, so let me see, where are we here? Yeah, okay, that'll do it. Okay, so there's an abundance star in the west, which is fantastic. So I have a bowl of coins to activate the abundance star. Violet energy. Blue. My intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. And over here in the southwest, we have another abundant star and a bubbling fountain. Well, you don't put bubbling fountains in your bedroom, but you use a picture of a bubbling fountain, which I happen to have right here. I'm using this as the activation. Violet. Blue. My intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. Okay, we have one left, and that's in the northwest, which is at an awkward place because it's kind of behind my computer here. And again, the northwest is in the great room area because the northwest of the house is more of a storage area than something else. So what are we going to do? Okay, this is a disaster. We don't like disasters. We're going to cure this one with the wind chime. So I have the wind chime, portable wind chime. Violet. Blue. My intention. The gold dome. And I place it here for the month of December 2024. So that's it. Any questions?
Oh, we've got a quiet group today. No questions, but I had something to add, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, by all means.
I was thinking because it's the holidays, maybe we should just add a little side note for everybody about what Marie recommends for Christmas trees.
Yep.
So if you want to use space feng shui, also just a little side note, I'm roommating with two little parakeets and they're very vocal right now, so I apologize. I think they like feng shui too. So if you'd like to use space,
Scarlet the cat would like the birds.
yes,
I think
she
they'd be
would.
friends.
A little too much, maybe.
Yeah.
So Marie has a couple of recommendations. You can go by space feng shui or you can go by time feng shui, and one's not better than the other. I think you just got to feel into it and see what feels best for you. Also, what works. I mean, every house is. Sometimes you just can't put a giant Christmas tree in the Southwest, for example. So if it's space feng shui, her first recommendation is for the South. That is because the cone shape of the tree, the wood enhances fire, which is the south element. Plus there's light, which is a representation of fire. So it's just a great activation in the south. And if you can't get it in the south, then the east is better. And east is, of course, the wood element, but it's large wood for trees. Southeast is also wood, but it's small wood. So that's flowers and small plants. So south first, east second, if you can. Again, remember, Feng Shui is doing the best you can with the, as Paul Sheely would say, the information and resources you have. So kind of fits with Feng Shui as well. Just do your best. And then if you want to use time Feng Shui, she says the best place to put it for time Feng Shui. Sorry, my little birds are tripping away. Put it in the south, in the where the 9-star is for the year. That's in the southwest this year. And or put it where the 4-star is. That's the green star. So that is a wood energy, and that's in the northwest. So probably this year, if you could, the northwest would be better because all that wood is fairly draining to the southwest. But the northwest is fine. It's kind of neutral. So I think if you had to choose between southwest and northwest for time feng shui, I'd go for northwest. And then she doesn't say this, but I was thinking about, well, what if you have a menorah and not a Christmas tree? Well, the 9 or the south is great for a menorah because it's lights. Again, it's fire and flame. And it's, of course, the whole story of the 9 days of not 9, sorry, the number of days of the fire burning. And so again, that one you could use the same concept, but in the south. And if you were going to use time feng shui, then the 9 in the southwest is excellent. And fire supports the earth of the southwest, so that one is a really great option. How many days is Hanukkah? Why did I just totally blank on that? Is it 9?
Well, I think you have a bird brain right now.
I do have a bird brain. My grandma Gert is just like shaking her head at me from on high. Like, I can't believe you can't remember that. But okay, I can remember the prayer, Baruch atah Adonai. So I've got some of it.
Excellent.
Okay, that's what I had to add. Still no questions, so we got a quiet little group today.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, then I have a wonderful holiday season, and we won't be back doing this the first part of January, but we're going to be here in February, because in February, that's when the New Year's will come in, and that's when we'll do the February time feng shui for the month. So we'll do all of that at one time. So you know how to find us if you have any questions, and take care. Thank you for being here.
Wait, it's 8 days of Hanukkah. 8 days. 8 days. I just wanted to throw that in there. Grandma, you can relax now. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.